Hey, it's Tammy, and thanks for joining me for another episode of Where's the Sun. I know that this week a few new people are watching this video, so I just want to go back over some of the things. Once you get your human design chart, you'll see that there's some things that are colored in and some things that are white. The things that are colored in are called definition. Those are defined areas in your chart, which means you carry that energy all the time. When it's open, you take in energy from other places. So you also have that energy all the time, but when you're defined, it's more of a fixed kind of process. When you're open, you get more of an opportunity and a way to, sorry, I just got a text message, I had to read it, and a way to process the energy. So actually, people with more openness in their chart, which is more white in their chart, end up wiser in the end, because it takes somebody with definition a lot of awareness and practice to feel the energies in as many different ways as somebody does that's open. The other thing that when somebody's open is you're taking in the energy of people around you, so that you amplify that energy. So I have a lot of definition in my chart. So if I'm around you, you're going to feel the energy coming off of me, and you're going to feel it stronger. A lot of times people will identify certain emotions with things that I don't necessarily feel, but are underlying, and they feel them stronger, and it causes it's almost like irritation or aggravation or a struggle in dealing with those emotions when they really don't belong to that person. So I know that kind of gets a little complicated, but I just wanted you to know that when I go over these specific gates that I go over, the sun moves through the mandala, and mandala is a circle. So the sun moves through each gate. It takes about 6 days. When you have white in your chart where this gate is, so this week we're in day 2 of the 25. If yours is white, then you're going to feel this energy from yourself, from others, from everything around you, more than someone who has it defined. So I have this energy defined in my chart. If I'm near you and you don't have it defined, you're going to feel this energy. And when I leave, after a certain amount of time, it kind of breaks away. So I hope that makes a little sense. So this week, like I said, the sun is in day 2 or line 2 of the 25. And the 25 is known as the love of spirit. It's sometimes hard for someone with the 25 to understand why people do certain things that they do that are not in the best interest of the whole. The 25 is about loving things, coming from a pure, powerful place. There's also healing abilities involved with that, which I thought was cool because I was always so into Reiki or the other modalities that don't fall under Reiki, that when I learned them, I was like, oh, I do that. You know, it's this innate ability to help other people with their energy, or I mean, I use healing lightly, but that's a whole nother video. So having people appreciate themselves, appreciate what they can do, have teaching them about how to move the energy through their body so that things don't get stagnant. And a lot of times when energy gets stagnant in your body, it can cause illness, it can cause depression, things like that. So it's like keeping that flow open. I use the analogy of a beaver dam, which recently a friend of mine posted on Facebook an actual beaver and their dam and how they eat the trees. It was really kind of interesting, but it kind of brought that back. It's like, you know, you can throw one stick and the water's going to go around it, but eventually if you keep throwing a stick, you're going to create a blockage. And energy pretty much works that way. When somebody with the 25 is speaking, even if it's a disagreement or something like that, it isn't as if they're speaking to the person, they're kind of speaking into the situation. So people with the 25 will do that a lot. Sometimes they make a great mediator. It's easier for someone with this energy to speak up against things that have an injustice involved with them. They will try and fight them. What ends up happening is, you know, in any of those, you know, a non-loving situation, an unjust situation where someone's unhealthy, they will do everything they can. But the thing to remember in all of this is that you have to enter it with your strategy in mind, You have to be able to work with the energies that are around you in order to do it the right way. So if I see something unjust and I just run out there and I try to change the world, it's going to be harder. I'm going to hit a lot of obstacles. It probably won't happen the way I want it to. But if I wait and somebody says, hey, Tammy, can you help with this issue? Or can you speak to this situation? Or these questions were asked of you. That's when I can stand up and I can pull out my little soapbox and I can, fight the good fight and have a positive outcome. And that's because I'm a generator, and being a generator, I have to wait for something to respond to. Doesn't mean I can't put things out there that then in turn will be something I can respond to, but it takes longer. So, I think that's about it this week. I know this is a different view of the 25 than I've taken before, but that's what I love about doing these videos, and I'll go back and watch the other ones from the last couple of years since I've been started to do them, and you can piece together all this different information. Sometimes it's based on the actual energy, sometimes it's based on something I might be going through or somebody I know is going through. That's really kind of cool. So if you have time, on the YouTube page, you can search each gate, and there's a couple videos for each one at this point. I used to have a blog post too on my website, which is tammymurraycousins.com. But anyway, have a great week, and I'll see you all again soon.